Man, that is such a great question, Nate, and it's so loaded that I'm going to try to pick apart like what are the most the critical things that throughout this process I went through that were make or break, right? So, um, the idea it's like the first thing I have to do is bring it up to my wife, right? And I did. I brought it up kind of in like a hey, thinking about like doing this side hustle thing of selling dad's cheese dip. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool." I think she thought maybe it was just going to be another fad for me because I would
Mhm.
start and stop things all the time. The brand new, $1,000 mountain bike that was outside had only been ridden twice, right? Another one of
Mhm.
those things.
Mhm.
And and so when I continued to bring it up and actually started doing like R&D, and what I mean by that is, okay, well, I know how to make this recipe based on these store-bought ingredients. I know it like the back of my hand. But what happens when you double it or when you
Mhm.
triple it? And before you know it, like I'm buying all of these large pots and pans from Target and Walmart. And I'm like cooking this stuff in my kitchen. And then I have all this product. I'm like, okay, I think it's time to actually start getting people to try this and test it and give me feedback. I had
Mhm.
everyone from like the house cleaners coming in, who they didn't speak English, and I'm like giving them a blind taste test. And I have two other competitor products next to mine, and I'm like, will you try them and tell me which one you like the most?
Uh-huh.
And all four of them like did this hand signal to my dad's, and I was like boom. Next one was the FedEx guy. Next one was my buddy who's an successful entrepreneur living in Missouri. I told him he has like 7 kids. They did it. Every single one of them picked dad's. And so at
Mhm.
that point I'm like, I know this is good. This isn't a matter of, do I think this product's good? Should I start it? It's like, no, this is good. Figure out how to get it in a container, figure out
Mhm.
how to get a barcode, an ingredient declaration, the nutrition facts. I wanted to make it look like it was not first sold at farmer's market.
Right, right.
Wanted people to take me seriously.
Mhm.
So that was the underground piece. Is like I was only a few people knew I was doing this, and so eventually I'm like I get a logo. My buddy, like I said, the entrepreneur, his graphic designer creates me a logo, and it's
Mhm.
really Memphis themed. And like out of nowhere, I create this Instagram page called Arbo's Dip, and I start selling it off my doorstep, like
Wow.
cranking it out.
Okay.
It spreads like wildfire.
It's
The
pure
Memphis
hustle.
community.